This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
All right, everyone. Welcome you back again. You know, we still got the same stuff. We done pulled this off before, but we're going to do it again. Welcome you back to Weapon H All in One Podcast.
Tanya and Herm.
All right. So, you got another topic for us today. What you got for us, Tanya?
So I have a friend, a guy friend, who met this young woman, and he really likes her. And they've been dating for a while now.
Okay.
And he really elevated her. He helped her get a car, helped her put a down payment on a house, helped her find a new job, and really just set her up really nicely. You know, she didn't have anything. What do you think about that?
It's funny that you brought that up because I saw something on that the other day when they said when a guy takes a woman and they set them up and it looks as it's successful, but if it's the other way around, oh, the guy's not this, he's a bum, he's a this and that and that. And I thought that really
So we're
really
on the same page because I saw the same thing. And when I saw that, I'm like, oh.
That's pretty
so I didn't have a friend. I saw this article or post that he really elevated her.
Right.
But if I met someone that, you know, working at
and you elevated them
car wash and was riding his bike and renting a room, and then all of a sudden, you know, a year later, we doing great. In that beginning stages, I would have heard from every single person, what are you doing with him? You can do so much better.
Yeah, 100%. And you don't, but it's weird how you don't see it when it's the opposite way around. If they built or they're building, what's wrong with building anymore? See, that's the thing. No one wants to build. Everybody think you should have ready-made, and that realistically, that doesn't happen often. That's a very small
at what
percentage.
age? So at 50-something years old, I am really trying to build nothing together. I'm going to bring what I got. You're going to bring what you got.
Yeah, and then you build, but that's still building.
Yeah, but this particular person, you know, didn't have a car, didn't have a job, maybe didn't have a degree to be able to elevate his work experience. And, you know, it reminds me of A Different World. And I will quote A Different World every day, all day. And Dwayne wanted to date Whitley. Mm-hmm. And Whitley was running from Dwayne. And so they're sitting there one day, and Dwayne said, you know, what about would you date someone that, what did she say? Would you date someone that didn't have this? And she said, I thought you knew me better than that. He said, oh, you would date someone poor? She said, a man that's ambitious is never poor. So I'm paraphrasing.
Right.
But basically, he said, you know, you want someone with money. And she said, I'm looking for drive, perseverance, confidence. And he said, they don't have to have money. She said, a man like that is never poor. And so you have to have the drive, right? So if you're working at a car wash, and I can't think of anything else.
Right now, just say that, yeah.
And he says, yeah, you know, I really don't know what I want to do with my life.
Well.
But if you're telling me I'm doing this because here's my business plan, I want to do this, I have plans to do this, I love that. An entrepreneurial spirit.
But I get that, but that's not the issue on this one. But because I mean, you know, people want what they want, but the issue was, why do people look at negatively when a guy brings a woman from nothing, but a woman can't bring a guy from nothing? Where did that why is it looked at differently? I mean, I might, I mean because that's just what we were raised to think, in my opinion. That's the way we were raised and brought up. It doesn't mean we have to always follow everything that we were learned. We can unlearn and learn new things, but it's just funny or weird, however you want to put it, why everyone attacks when it's the other way around. Why don't they attack when it's a man pulling a woman from that? Well, look, she ain't got nothing going for herself. She might look pretty nice or something like that, but that's it. Why they saying she ain't this and she ain't that and that and that and that? They don't do that. Why do you think?
Mm-mm. I don't know. I mean, I pretty, I guess, judgmental, because when I started reading that post, I'm like, oh, okay, all right, girl, you got yourself a good man. But on the flip side, I was like, oh yeah, no, girl, you need to leave him alone. It's all the way around.
It's funny, but that's the thought process of vast majority of people.
When you started dating me, were people like, what does she do for a living?
No.
They asked me that about you.
They're always gonna do that.
So why do they? Is it because they think of men as being the provider?
Partially, I would say. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks at but see, that's where it gets weird or hypocritical, however you want to call it, because they say that, yeah, they look at the man as provider, but then he's a provider, and now this other stuff is expected of him. Like, you're not going to be the head honcho just because you provide. See, back in the day, because wherever we grew up, the man provides, the woman listens to the man, blah, 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 blah. But now it's like, yeah, you got to provide, but, forget him. I'm going to do what I do.
Well, society has made it where women have to be independent.
But here's the thing about that. Here's the thing that bugs, that trips me out about that whole thing. You can be independent and still be together. You have let's see, it's funny how they promote it in certain areas where it's okay, they just promoted single family in this area, and then over there it's like they're more so family. Because you don't have that in all other sex where sex, S-E-C-T-S, not sex. Sex where...
S-E-C-T-S.
That's what I just said.
Right.
Yeah.
I just repeated it because you said it fast.
Yeah, so where they'll have it's promoted like independent, and you need no man, you need no man, you need no man, you need no man. There's a difference between being independent and then not needing a man. Because they're pushed to the point where they want to split the families apart, in my opinion. And a lot of that is being pushed. And that's pushed on you all the time. Independent, girl, you don't need that. Girl, do your thing. And there's nothing wrong with doing your thing. Because women have to fight a long time.
I remember having that discussion with my ex, that he was saying same thing, that women, can get so independent where they act as if they don't need a man. I said, well, I'm only going to, and this is not recent, this is a long time ago. I said, well, if a man isn't doing what he's supposed to do, then, I'm not gonna listen to him or something. Again, I'm paraphrasing. He basically said, whether the man does what he's supposed to do or not, you should always listen to the man.
Well, I'm not gonna go that far, but if what he says makes sense, then yeah, you should listen to it.
Well,
but it all depends.
He's saying whether or not it makes sense or not.
It depends. All right, listen, yeah, but you don't have to agree. Because I think you both should listen to each other. But you should listen to what he says, and he should listen to what she says. Then if you don't agree, then y'all work out or split or whatever you have to do. But I definitely believe both sides should listen to each other. Absolutely.
Do you believe the man is the head of the household?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, to me, it's more of a partnership. Some men are going to have certain things that they're better. Women are going to have certain things that they may be better. I mean,
but can a partnership work?
Yes, it can. It
I don't
depends
know.
on the people.
So
But I
back
mean,
in
I
the day
think
when our parents were when we were in the house with both of our parents,
Mhm.
what dad said goes.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's how it is nowadays?
I don't think that's how it is anymore
But
for the most part. But
so then you see the family unit when we were growing up as, even if my father like effed up, for lack of a better word, or my mother knew better, he was the head of the household, and she did not challenge him in front of the children.
Oh yeah, well no, I agree. No, shouldn't be challenged in front of the because
Right.
that's a respect thing, and that I think is definitely lost. A lot of respect is lost on both ends of the family spectrum, but yeah, it definitely shouldn't be challenged in front of the kids. They shouldn't. I mean, he shouldn't be putting the woman down in front of the kids. She shouldn't be putting him down in front of the kids.
When you
I
came
don't like that
home,
at all.
in your household, did your mother make dinner, make sure she had your father's food out?
Most times, but sometimes he made food too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never saw my father cook.
Yeah, no,
Never,
I didn't
ever,
mind cooking.
ever.
Because it was.
I don't even think he heated things up.
Yeah. Because but the dynamic was a little different too because of the work hours. So sometimes he did it, and but that was never an issue there.
Right. Yeah. So
But
it's
yeah,
just
but when
funny
she
how
cooked,
it's
but when
changed.
she cooked, she does make his plate when she cooks.
Okay.
Even to this day.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, like even if they even ordered or something out, yeah, she makes it. So, yeah.
Do you think that happens nowadays?
No. Sometimes it depends. Some people still do it. Some women still do it, but it depends. Some do it, some don't. But it was definitely less than what it used to be for sure. There's no ifs, ands, buts. Because half the time, a lot of them can't cook now. So
Women?
yeah,
I don't think that's fair to say a lot.
I say a lot. I didn't say all of them. I said a lot. It's a lot. Because a lot of the young guys I talk to, your girl cook now. Your girl cook now. A lot of them they don't cook. So but that's in my circle, what my experiences doesn't mean the same for everybody. But in my experiences, I don't. A lot of them just don't. They good. Let's go out to eat. But as far as cooking and eating in the house, I don't see it a lot. It's a lot more that don't cook than do for sure.
My barking phone.
Yeah. And the ones that do cook, and it's funny. I can't speak for everybody, but it's funny that some of the ones I see that do cook, that then they're not the ones they're not appreciated. It's just like the weirdest thing ever for me.
What do you mean?
They're not appreciated. The ones that do cook.
You mean the men that cook?
No, the women that cook. Because I say a lot of them don't, but the ones that do it don't seem like they get appreciated all the time either. So
The women that cook don't get appreciated?
I think so, yeah. So, but it's a different family dynamic, but it definitely has to be worked on. I don't like the way it's headed. The single parent thing is pushed way too much for me.
What do you mean?
Because you see it pushed a lot. Like you'll see pictures up, and now it's like just mothering kids or fathering kids.
But what happens if one of them passed away?
Well, that's something different.
Right.
That's something different. So that's a whole different situation. You don't have a choice. But a lot of them, even like you see with the welfare system, how they have it where they get money if the man is not there. If the man is there, they won't get it.
Well,
so it's a lot of subject, but you see what I'm saying. But you have the farmers where they don't do that.
Where?
Like you see at the farmers, they don't. You have a lot of areas where
Farmers.
When their wives they push money for when they're together, not when they're apart. So it's just the family dynamic is changing. I don't think it's always for the better. I mean, but see, with me, I see it more so in the outside world because actually, my circle they're all strong family units.
We're all married.
Like, everyone takes care of their kids. So all that stuff that I see, that's why I always have issues when I see these narratives being pushed, because I don't think I'm a unicorn, where I'm the only one that has people like this. This is more so the norm.
Well, in my experience, I said, you're one of the first guys I dated that all the friends are married, all the guys.
Yeah.
Except you.
Yeah. That was the first one.
To get married?
No, let me take that back. Eric was.
Oh, right. So you were. But my last relationship wasn't nobody married.
Yeah. I was like that at one point.
But I also think my age, they were married at one point.
Oh, so.
But now you see the.
So y'all dated during the divorcee age.
Yes.
Basically, because that's because I had that was like my late 30s when I hung around. It's just funny that
How old were you when you got divorced?
34, I believe. Yeah, 34. And I started hanging around a lot more people that were just getting out of stuff too, and just we was running and wilding. But yeah, so
wilding.
Yeah, so I guess that's what I was attracted at that moment. But I still have my core group of friends who eventually turned to what they are now. But definitely seemed that I attract. Yeah, I was definitely running with a different crew.
Reminiscing over there, huh?
No, I was trying to think. I definitely was running with a different crew of people.
Well, you're 50-something years old. Crew changes.
That's true, but I had these same guys. I've known a lot of these guys for a long time. It's just that I was running around. But I started hanging out with other people because I was doing my thing.
All right, do your thing.
No, I'm just saying. But I mean, so it kind of like that. Kind of at that point in time, it just seemed that's what I was attracting around me, the people that had those kind of mindset.
Right, because they say women, if you want to be married, hang around married couples. Not that I think these married couples want this single woman hanging around them. Maybe that's why I didn't really hang around married friends. Because I was single. I mean, I had a significant other, but I wasn't.
Yeah, but you had somebody, so it wasn't like, that's different.
And I certainly didn't want their husband.
Yeah, but that's different. You still had somebody. It wasn't like you didn't have anybody. That's different. Like if you didn't have anybody at all and hanging around them, then that can be a whole different set of issues. But you did have somebody, so even though it wasn't technically married, you still was somebody. Yeah, so that's that was an interesting topic. But now we want to kind of jump into. I don't know where did we hear this from, but I don't know if social media or somebody said it to us. But they were saying if someone if you're in a relationship, is it cool to talk to your ex every day, one of your exes every day? And I was like, wow, that would be an interesting topic to bring up. But
you have kids with this person, or you don't have kids with them?
We can do both. So we can start off. Because with kids, it's kind of understandable. You got to talk to them. You don't have to talk to them every day. You definitely don't have to talk to them every day, but we'll start with kids. So with kids, what do you think?
So I talk to my kid's father, depending on what's going on. I could talk to him a couple times a week, and there's times I haven't talked to him in a week or 2 weeks. So it just depends.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's not even by a phone call, maybe just a quick text. But it's not, good morning, have a good day, what you doing? Nothing like that. It's always about these kids.
Yeah. So, okay. And now without?
No, I don't think it's necessary to talk to him. But it may, if somebody died or something, I'll text my ex and be like,
Yeah, but that's not talking to him every day. We talk.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then no, I don't. It's not. It's no.
Or even regularly, maybe not every day. It might be a bit of a stretch, but
no. I don't think. What's the purpose? I would have been with them. I wanted to talk to you every day.
That's what I say.
You talk to yours every day?
No, absolutely
Once
not.
a week?
I don't really have that kind of conversations. I mean, like some of my exes, that are clients, I speak to a little more, but I don't.
Oh, you got exes that are clients?
Yeah, I don't think you. Yeah, you know that.
I think I knew this.
But
We'll
anyway,
talk about this later.
Yeah, whatever. Nice try. But
I don't think I knew this.
Not relationships, but I'm talking about ex people
Ex people that you. Not relationships, but somebody you. Okay.
Whatever. But anyway.
You're giving me a hot flash now.
No, you still,
so,
no matter
okay.
What, you shouldn't be speaking
so then what about
day.
that? Ex that you dated or ex that you?
Let's say if you can't, I don't know if you really want to call that an ex, but some people kind of do.
You just did. You just,
Yeah, what?
What?
Come on now. Use your words.
Use my words?
Use your words. Don't tell me what you were trying to say.
You tell me what you're trying to say.
I just told you.
Do you talk to your ex sex buddy every day?
No.
What you scratching about? What you scratching about?
I didn't talk because I'm itching. If I didn't talk to him every day when I was doing him, so why don't I talk to him every day now? No. It really don't make sense to talk to him anyway. What am I talk to him about? No, I don't see no reason to it now. Not at all.
He done said no a million different kinds of ways.
Yeah, I don't see no reason to. It doesn't make any sense to me. But I've heard of situations where they do speak to someone regularly.
What's the purpose?
I don't know. Supposedly they're still good friends.
Are you good friends with any of your exes?
I would say I'm friends with all of them. Well, my vast majority of them. But I mean, I still don't have to talk to them like that all the time. No. But it's enough talking to one person.
What?
With people. I'm just saying, it's enough to have conversation with one person trying to keep it
Meaning
fresh and lively and new and not the same old stuff we're talking about. I mean, stop trying to make it.
I'm not trying. I'm asking questions, bruh.
Yeah, for now, I'm talking about that. I'm using you as an example now. Like, it's enough talking to you. I don't have time to be trying to
You made it seem like it's exhausting talking to you. It's a lot to talk to you.
I knew that's why you made
so
that comment.
So what you say it like that for?
I didn't. That's just the way you tried to make it. I knew that's why I said what you had to say. That's why I asked what you have to say, because I knew that's where it was going, because I saw it. I'm looking at it.
It's a lot talking to you every day. Trying to come up with things to talk about.
That's right. So I'm just telling it the way it is. But I'm saying and me trying to be. Nah, I don't have time to be. But so, every now and again, I mean, you talk to certain people, but I don't really. No, I'm good. There's not really a need to. Have you ever dated somebody that talked to an ex or some person that used to deal with fairly regularly, or just?
No, and if they would not let me see that, they would definitely be walking around with their headphones on.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think. I don't think I dealt with that too much either. Yeah, I don't think so. Like I said,
I wouldn't even say. You said you're friends with your ex. I would probably say I'm not friends with my exes. Friends is, somebody that you're inviting to different places, sharing stuff with. When you quit, let me finish my thought.
Okay, go ahead.
That if something good happened, I'm calling them up. So I would say my exes have turned into acquaintances. I'm wishing you well, but we ain't friends.
Okay, well.
So you.
No, because see, for me, I guess what I'm meaning is you're amicable. You're then friendly. I don't mean, but that's friends. What is that then?
Amicable.
Oh yeah, well, I'm amicable. I just.
You're friends with them, huh?
I'd like to say, yeah.
They come into different events you have, and they come into the housewarming, they come into the barbecue, the cookouts. No. So then that's not friends.
All my friends.
If you look up friends in the dictionary, let's see what it says. What do you think it says? I'm pulling up some receipts.
Everybody's definition is different.
A person who knows and with whom one has a bond of mutual affection, typically exclusive of sexual or family relations. Okay.
And again, everyone has different opinions of it.
A person who has a strong liking for and trust in another. A person who is not an enemy.
Okay, it's not an enemy. There you go.
Mutual unconditional love.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of a stretch.
So you got friends and exes, huh?
Mutual unconditional love is a bit of a stretch. Hell, people, that's actually what you would call friends. It's not mutual unconditional love. So it could be, but it's not a lot of that. So yeah, no. Well, we could just say we're friendly. I'm friendly with them.
Right. Well, but friends is pushing it. You're not friends with your exes. No, you're not. That doesn't even make sense.
How are you gonna tell me it makes sense in my life? It might not make sense to you.
It doesn't make sense to say that.
No, doesn't make sense to you.
It doesn't make sense to anybody. I would bet that nobody is friends with their ex.
And when did I start caring about what anybody think about how I think?
So you're friends with your exes.
I'm just saying, that's just the word I use, but yeah.
Then you can't use a word that doesn't make any sense.
It makes sense to me. I can say I'm friends just because I'm friends.
So with this definition that I gave you,
I don't speak to my actual friends that often.
So the definition
I don't care what they say.
The definition I just gave.
I don't care what they say. I don't speak to my actual friends that much.
But they're your friends.
All right, so I don't speak to them that much.
You don't have to speak to them all the time.
So
that wasn't one of the definitions on there.
It says, none of that stuff really, no.
So you just gonna have your own definition of a friend?
Yes, I just said that.
You're not making any sense.
I'm making sense.
No.
You don't have to agree.
That's the second time
you don't have to agree.
You haven't made any sense.
Yeah, you don't have to agree.
I don't agree.
Okay, good.
But I'm talking about friends.
Tell me I don't make sense when that makes perfectly sense to me.
This is a different type of love. Do you love your friends? Do you love these said people?
Some of them at one point I did. But
all right,
I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even say that.
Cut this thing off. Yeah. So I'm about to hurt you.
You ain't about to do nothing. You're gonna get out of my face with that mess. Yeah. I can't say that about none of my friends. I can't say that about none of my damn friends.
If I told you that I was still friends with my ex and I still talk to them pretty regularly, what would you say?
Did I say I speak to them pretty regularly?
I'm simply asking.
Oh, okay.
How would you feel if I said, yeah, I talked to them? If you just happened to ask me, you didn't know because you didn't hear me, but you're like, oh, how often do you talk to so-and-so that you just, one of your exes? I said, I talk to them pretty regularly, maybe 3 or 4 times a week. How would you feel about that?
First, I asked you 3 or 4 times a week about what? Yeah, that'd be the first thing that come out 3 or 4 times a week about what? What y'all gotta talk about so much? And then you tell me whatever it is.
Because they're my friend.
Okay, then I say you probably want to hang out with them then. Yeah. There you go. Real simple. Have at it. I'm good.
Turn this thing off. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Because you are really agitating me right now.
Yeah, well. I agitated you because I said you can go ahead and...
No, I'm talking about you. Talking about you. Your friends are your exes are friends.
You would call them friendly acquaintance, whatever you want to call it.
Acquaintances and friends are 2 different things. Friendly acquaintances? You make no sense.
I said friendly or acquaintances.
You said friendly acquaintances.
I said friendly acquaintances. It was like a common between. There's no such. I never made no word of friendly acquaintances.
Friendly acquaintances.
I said friendly acquaintances. What's the difference? Is what I said.
Friendly acquaintances.
Friendly acquaintances. Okay. Friendly, acquaintances.
Well, what's friendly? That's not the same.
You're
as
friendly
friends.
with people. Yeah, you're friendly.
Now it's turned into friendly.
Yeah, because you keep on trying to make up all this mess. I'm telling you what I say, and that's it. But you want to try to make up all this other nonsense. Then that's about, I don't even talk to them like that. So, it is what it is. I'm just not enemy. I'm not enemies with none of my people.
Just because you're not friends with them doesn't mean
that was in there too. Yeah, that was in your little dictionary. Not enemies. That's where I just got it from. Your little dictionary. Not enemies. So that constitutes it, right?
Say goodnight.
Yeah. Now see, now I found something that constituted. Yeah, that's enough. I ain't got to have everything.
Say goodnight.
Yeah, I'm saying it when I'm ready to say goodnight. Now, but yes, as you can see, we are done for the night. But like to welcome y'all. You damn welcome y'all. I'd like to thank y'all again for joining in on another episode, Weapon H, All in One Podcast. Make sure you hit those subscribe buttons, those like buttons, those follow buttons, and those notifications, and make sure you're getting all of the information. So, anything to add?
No.
Okay.
You guys have a good one.
You guys, we are done for tonight. You guys have a good one. See you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.
This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.